38 years of marriage, 2 kids, been 5 years since I found out I am a 72F, female. Ex was a year younger. I caught him in a long-distance emotional affair with a 32-year-old woman he had met once. Ex had a D-list musician friend whom he liked to travel with when musician friend went on tour. This was usually every other year, and since I didn't have a jealous bone in my body and treasured my own freedom, was never an issue. In 2018, Ex met someone in Buenos Aires. They began a secret 2-year emotional affair. In 2019, he was back in Argentina, and I guess would have slept with her, but something happened. I found out in the middle of COVID, September 2020. We had retired and were living in Costa Rica and shared a computer. I always got up first, and when I opened the computer, there was a text he had written to a friend in the States about how he can't wait to go see his sexy girlfriend. Not going into the hell of everything. He lied about giving her up, wanting to stay married, and then lied about having to go to Florida for a family emergency. I booked his flight and his transportation to the airport, gave him my new backpack, and made him food because COVID. Once he got to Florida, he told me he wanted a divorce. I could keep what little dollars we had, enough for 2 people in Costa Rica, really not enough for 2 separate households anywhere. If I got the lawyer and handled everything, like I had handled everything in our married life for 38 years, including saving his life on a trip to Cambodia, where if I had not gotten him into a cab to an ER, he would have died, including figuring out how to pay the $60,000 he racked up in credit card debt, including 2 years of hell when he was arrested and charged with touching one of his pupils. All that meant nothing to him now. After he signed the separation agreement giving me the little dollars he had, I published a whole series, best thing I have ever written, on WordPress, with every sordid detail I am leaving out here. I also left a phone message for his mother, telling her what he had done. Ex is pissed, gets a restraining order against me, and files for divorce in Florida, claiming he was coerced into signing the agreement. Thankfully, the judge saw through his BS. I am still furious and depressed. I so wish I could have been a widow instead. I am 72 and now look at marriage as a sham. I tell people not to invite me to weddings. I don't believe in them. My sons, I will never say our sons again, as basically I was a single mom, are great, and I don't want to burden them with my unhappiness. I feel robbed of my past. I threw out all the photo albums. I am living in a studio with the 2 dogs I brought at huge expense from Costa Rica. My FWU was so screwed up, people cannot believe the stuff I tell them, that my one goal in life has always been to have a happy family. I have 0 interest in meeting anyone. I cannot get over what has happened. Everything makes me cry. I did see a therapist who said I was too troubled for her and sent me to someone I spent 20 minutes with, who then prescribed a drug that is used for bipolar disease. I am going to try to find someone else with the crappy health insurance I have. I can't afford a good therapist as I live in NYC and am really just getting by. I used to be known as the happy-go-lucky, cheerful, fun person. Now I feel like an old lady looking for a place to spend her remaining years. The only thing I want is for my sons to cut off contact for him, just as I did when my dad cheated on my mom with his 18-year-old dental assistant. Best decision I ever made.